Yep, that's my face. The second after I jumped out of the plane. Yeah, looks like I was scared, but scared doesn't even begin to describe it. I was completely terrified, and today I'm gonna tell you my thoughts about it. I consider my experience to be slightly above average because of the level of fear of heights I experienced throughout my life was beyond anything. I'm damn serious, anything I could put into words. I had thousands of nightmares, me falling from something. I couldn't even watch any videos on YouTube or on any, doesn't matter, any social media platforms, any videos related to heights. So it's quite reasonable to ask why and for what I did it. Well, perhaps there are many other reasons, not just how majority of people would describe it, like I'm doing this just for fun, I'm trying to get something new in my life, some excitement. You know how it works. Well, partially I think I agree with this, but in my case it was confronting the worst fear of my life. So this small video isn't just about some people who did the skydiving first time. This video is about people that have actually, I'd say, like very deep fear, acrophobia. So basically this video about the people whose hands get sweaty when they even think about skydiving, but at some point still consider doing it, even if it feels far off in their mind. Well, skydiving, I can assure you, is probably the best way to confront your fear, challenge yourself. Well, the great news, especially for people with that fear, that the satisfaction level actually will be even higher. Might be the best in your life, and this is why you should try this. Let me break down some facts which for sure can help you realize that there's nothing to be afraid of. Even Will Smith, everybody knows him, right? After he went skydiving, he said his famous phrase, "God placed the best things in life on the other side of fear." In other words, I'd say maximum fear is followed by maximum pleasure. But of course, his phrase is not the only major factor. There's also some just simply statistics that will help you understand that this idea will not only make you feel much safer, but also would give you a boost of confidence. Well, statistically, and probably surprisingly for many people, skydiving is much safer than driving. For every 100,000 skydives, there's typically less than one fatality, and for tandem jumps, the rate is even lower. In contrast, in the US, there are about 11 to 14 deaths per 100,000 people annually from car accidents. For skydiving, on the other hand, the rate is around 0.3 deaths per the same amount. Of course, their very low rate is still the risk, but on the other hand, should we really be that afraid? If you ask me, would I jump again? I'd say definitely yes. At some point, skydiving changed my life. After the jump, the attendant told me that in the US, there's less than 1% who did the skydiving. And he said, "Hey buddy, welcome to the club." And it was the most satisfying feeling and the pride in myself I've ever had. If I could do it, so can you. Now check the video how it was.